we're now 19 games into this college baseball season, and there's still a very long way to go over the next few months here. But at some point, you kind of just accept the fact you are who you are, and that is how South Carolina head coach Paul Mainieri put it after the Gamecocks suffered an 8-5 loss to number 12 Oklahoma in the SEC opener here at Founders Park on Friday. And this was from an offensive standpoint, it was, you had 12 hits. That's not a problem necessarily. You out-hit the Sooners in that department. We're fine in certain situations with runners on base, 2 outs, advancing guys over another base. That wasn't the issue. The problem is you look at the 12 hits, only one of those went for extra bases, and that was when Jordan Carrion had a triple that led to the first run of the game for the Gamecocks. But outside of that, all singles. So nothing too crazy there. And then also the fact you hit into 3 double plays, and this is a team that does not hit a lot of home runs. They only have 19 so far this year. And look around the rest of the SEC. I mean, I was just looking at some stats a few minutes ago. I mean, the rest of the league has so many home run teams out there. And South Carolina, just quite frankly, is not one of them. And neither is Oklahoma necessarily coming into this year or coming into this series. But the Sooners hit 3 tonight, and they were all solo shots, but they helped make the difference and kind of widen the gap enough to where Oklahoma was able to lock this game down, even after South Carolina made a valiant comeback in the 6th inning where they scored 4 runs to make a 7-1 ball game, a 7-5 game. But I think when you look at this game, one of the main reasons why this game ended up the way it was just the rough start that South Carolina got off to right out of the gate. Brandon Stone, who made his first start of the year after being moved into the weekend rotation in place of Matthew Becker, just did not have his best stuff right out of the gate. He gave up 4 runs in what felt like the blink of an eye. I mean, Oklahoma had 4 straight hits, led to 3 runs, and then got another one on what should have been a inning-ending double play as Evan Stone made a nice diving catch out in left field. Perfect throw to home plate, but Talmadge LeCroy lost the ball out. It went out of his glove as he was making the tag at the plate, and that led to another Oklahoma run. But Stone kind of settled in a little bit after that. He only gave up 1 more run in his 5 innings of work. But again, it was the rough start he got off to, and then the bullpen was all right, I guess. I mean, Jackson Soucy gave up 2 runs. Parker Marlott was fine. He gave up only 1 run, and then Matthew Becker pitched the final inning in 2/3. But giving up 8 runs is just not going to cut it, and especially when your offense gave you enough, I guess, when you consider the fact that they scored 5 runs, and with the way the pitching's been for South Carolina this year, you'd think maybe that's enough to win a game. But the SEC is different. The pitching's better, the hitting's better, and just everything is going to be cranked up a notch. So the Gamecocks are going to have to win the next 2 games to try to win this series, and they'll look to even things up tomorrow afternoon here at Founders Park, with first pitch being at 4 p.m. on SEC Network Plus. On Saturday afternoon, Jake McCoy will get the start on the mound for the Gamecocks, and we'll have all live coverage and updates on GamecockCentral.com. So be sure to check us out on our website for all that good stuff, and that's where we have it all. So that's going to do it for now from Founders Park. Again, South Carolina suffers a SEC opening 8-5 loss to number 12 Oklahoma here on Friday. For GamecockCentral.com, I'm Jack Veltri.